Good day, folks, and welcome back to the Moons of Madness, where I must confess I haven't played in a couple of weeks. I've been so busy with work and other bits and pieces that this has kind of fallen by the wayside. And if you have been following the channel just for this, you'll have noticed that the releases have petered off. I just got to a point where I had no time to do any recording, so everything that has been released over the last few days has just been stuff that has been pre-recorded by quite some ways. So we just got to this magnificent alien archway, and we have to solve a puzzle, which is going to be good fun because I'll be damned if I can remember how the game works. Scan to connect. A machine that manipulates gravity. Nah, oh god. 3-dimensional puzzling. Ooh. Oh, gold. Right, how? So I have to make it so that all of these lines connect? Like that! Yeah, master puzzle solver, open sesame.
Magnificent.
Thanks, Mom. It's a very impressive, considering it is just drab Martian rock, for the most part. Like the little details of the dust falling as well. That is impressively large. That is what she said. Right, let us enter. Incredible. Magnificent obelisks covered in symbols, as you might expect. They're architects for paving stones. I can't run here. Oh, no, I can. Worshipping a cube?
The murals are so well preserved.
I came here to learn from the ancients, travelers at the nexus of the dream world. The Gaia engine they discovered, that immaculate machine, spans both dimensions. It powered their entire civilization, gave them pure vision, sight through time, knowledge unencumbered. And with all the good that intense light and power brings, there is always someone or something that wants to claim it for their own.
Yeah.
I craved it. The knowledge consumed me. And I learned and I saw.
Gaia engine. Looks like that cube's getting trapped. Assuming it's telling a story, it might not be. Trapped and covered up? Or are those pods? They look a lot like pods. Alien pods. Ah. The root.
These murals, Shane. It's a warning they left here long ago. If we let the filth take over the Gaia engine, the universe is left to the whims of ancient beings awakening from a million-year slumber. You and I, we are the final guardians. We must repair what has been broken. Reality will cease to exist.
Uh-huh. I'm very surprised that the door has not closed behind us. I'm just waiting for it. Checkpoint. Pretty much everything in this game looks great at a glance. It's when you start to examine things up closely that the textures and stuff fall apart. And I've talked about this before. It's not a criticism.
There's something under the ground here. It's shifting through the sand.
Get off the sand, Declan! Declan!
Holy shit.
Keep moving! Keep fucking moving! Get the fuck out of there! Run!
I'm not gonna make it. Oh, shit, 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 shit.
I gotcha! Move! I'm gonna hold them off!
What? Dozy! Declan?
Get back to the rover, Newhart! There's nothing you can do here!
Hell no! I can help! I know what we need to do! It's everywhere!
It's everywhere. Up. Oh, do we need to be... Oh, we do need to be paying attention to our oxygen. Bitter reunion. Give me oxygen. I'd forgotten that that was a mechanic. Mostly because it's really not played any part in the game so far. That's less disturbing than I think it probably should be. They've got really daft monkey faces. Ah.
The engine! That must be it!
Oh.
It doesn't look like any engine I've ever seen. I'm coming. Hold on.
What is this place?
They found it. They found the engine.
Cross the threshold. You must reach them.
Uh-huh. That looks suspiciously... There's a room over there. Those blocks are clearly... suspicious. What are they? Oh, hi! You're kind of more cute than I think you probably intended to be.
I can feel it crawling underneath the stone.
Runes. A language. A key, maybe.
Their eyes, they are forever open. Never blinking until...
Ooh, that texture hasn't loaded in.
Declan, snap out of it. Here, take this.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Stick it in your eye. No, maybe the textures have loaded in. Maybe they're just... No, see, that's probably what it's supposed to look like. Unless the others have been worn down. Ah. I like these little cat's eye runes, though. Yeah, let's top up. Why not? Since they've thought to add oxygen in these places, it's probably for the best if we use it. Oh. Bzzzt. Oh. Ah. A thing under the sand?
Shit! What the hell is that thing?
It's a sandworm.
The sand is shaking. Not good.
Yeah, well, we know how this works. I've played Darksiders. I know what the Stygian are like. Up. Don't know why I jumped then. There is no jump function.
I feel tremors.
What are these?
Symbols. Language. An unlocking mechanism?
What are you doing?
That did something. Holy shit, it's spinning faster. It's working.
God. Do that again.
Ah, scientists.
Gotta get off the sand.
Yeah, shut up. Ah! I assume I'm going the right way.
I'm gonna try to barricade the door! No, it's already here. You can't.
They're here.
You're gonna have to tear me apart! Josie! Oh my god, Josie! Shit! Josie is... Hold on!
I think it's too late. Ew, hello? The Immaculate Machine.
The moons loom above us, drawing closer together with every second.
I hate how long it takes for the screenshot little bubble thing there to disappear. Well.
No! Josie! My god.
Hold on. Hold on. I just like these really cool alien vistas. I seem to recall when I played Call of Cthulhu, the last chunk of that game when you went into the really kind of green place. It's visually arresting. Hi.
No. Declan! Fuck, this can't be happening. Shane, listen to me. You can't trust her. She isn't who you think. And if she is who you think, she doesn't deserve you. They told me to load it into the Invictus. Fail-safe, you know. They said I'd know when to use it. Said I'd know if I should. Well, it's now, Shane. It's you. I won't be coming along, buddy. Save the world, man. And tell your mom to fuck off. For me.
Oh, so we're gonna have...
Shit, Declan. I'm sorry. I was too late. I'll finish this. This is the end.
You can't let your friends die in vain. You have to complete what they have started. I cannot do it alone, Shane. My form, it shifts in the in-between. I will guide you. Be my hands.
I'm ready.
But we just... I have this cube.
The runes, their language, it bends across the dimensions. It rotates and changes meaning. Recreate the sigils, align the inlays. Light the remaining pillars and charge the waning machine. Its glow will restore the barrier.
But will it? I've just got to find the right bit. Which is the right face? Not that one. Not that one. I just wanted to see whether we could pick up any of the others. So we've got to do it with this one. Those are all in the right place. I'm not very good with these puzzles. I never have been. Not that. No. I don't know whether any of these fit. That's... That's the closest.
The moons draw ever nearer. Illuminate the ancient machine while there's still time.
Illuminates. Yeah, she sounds far too happy.
Shane, I'm counting on you. You must. You
Oh,
must.
God.
Tendrils of filth slither along the spine of time. They thrust themselves into the ether, tear at the fabric.
I'm actually running low on oxygen. Oh, man. Yeah, these symbols don't quite match up. Is there going to be another... Is there going to be any air? I'm going to go back and get some air. Oh, actually, mind you, can we? Is there an air pump here? Yes. Oh, interesting that he's got a slightly more panicked motion when he's doing that. I cannot imagine much being more horrific than drowning, suffocating to death.
Return for us. Bridge the dimensions. Light and shadow. Drifting, shining, luminous. Do you hear it singing?
Oh, that's the one we've just done.
Sing, Shane. I can feel it. The energy. It's weakening. There is still hope. The moons must not align. Go, my son. It shines with the brightness of infinite knowledge. Do not fear it. No, your friends. They died to help you. Finish what they started.
Kinda don't wanna. That's that one. No. That was not the button I meant to press. No. We need a square in the corner. No. That's... No. Definitely not. Don't think so. No. No. No.
place. I hope to God this works.
Shiny moons.
I'm so
Jesus! What's happening?
time's come. It was inevitable. We were too late, Shane. The engine cannot
Of course we were.
dreamers any longer. Run! Before it consumes you! Run!
Oh. So, if I'd done that faster, as the world crumbles.
The unbearable light! It's destroying the temple!
The engine! We charged it! Why didn't it work?
But they warned would happen. Was it prophecy? The beings that lived here. They were warning themselves, other travelers, this galaxy. It was doomed to the void. The awakening is inevitable.
Not that way then. Where am I going? Ah. Up here.
There has to be something we can do!
It is too late to restore the machine. We have one last chance. One final result. The Gaia engine is compromised. Sleep restored.
Hi, friends.
Barrier is mended. The work requires sacrifice.
Mom! Stay with me!
To the moons.
To the moons. So do we have to, Whoa! That was a little bit janky. I like how everything is kind of slanted and shifting. It gives you a real sense of things crumbling. Nope. Whoa. Ah!
The engine can be reborn, but it requires sacrifice. The moons, the dreamers, Phobos and Deimos. We must close the rift, shut the gate. Shane, you were here for a reason. You were marked. Sent here.
That's the thing on our...
I don't know what's going on. It's all falling apart.
It's the thing on our hand.
Everything. What do I have to do?
To the moons. You must go to the moons. There is no other way.
What?
Fly to the stars, to where the Cyrano broke the barrier and slipped from the sky.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Super grand. Well, that was vaguely suspenseful. Gone dark outside. Okay, where next? Oh.
To the launch pad. The Invictus should be ready to fly.
I believe in you.
Ah, that's what the Invictus thing was. They were developing a shuttle down in the... That's messed. Hmm. Last man on Mars. Something tells me that we're not going to be... Ah, a shuttle. Do we have more oxygen now than I started?
All right, Shane. You can do this. First step, get to the command console.
Retrace their path. Complete the ritual.
Do we want to complete the ritual, or do we want to stop it entirely? I'm not so sure. Right, I guess. One.
Something got here before me.
Of course it
Not
did.
good.
Not good. Is it going to be our friend the tentacle beast? Bin bags. Yeah, it's all open to Atmos, so that's not great. Is this just the way I've came? Yes. I got turned round. That is an incredibly inefficient gym space. Oh no, that's not open. There's a window there. Up. Also, that's a terrible use of storage space. Oh, or maybe no, that's quite... Yay! It's been a while since we've seen our friend Tentacle Beast. I mean, it is for me, because it's been a couple of weeks, as I said, since I last played. Possibly more than a couple of weeks. Checkpoint reached. That's a nice resolution display. Beep. Restore power. Oh, good.
I have to hurry.
Yes. Yes, you do. I suspect...
Damn it!
What are you saying, goddammit? I suspect the game is leading to an inconclusive we die death. Hi.
No! Not now! They're going to destroy the ship!
Of course they are. Let me out!
Shit! There's movement under the sand. Those things are back.
Good times. Where are they?
That rock should be safe.
Yes, thank you. Nah! That rock should be safe! Narrator, it was not safe. You died. Run, Shane! Run!
There's movement under the sand. Those things are back.
But where are they? Ah, there's one.
That rock should be safe.
Ah! Right, where are you? Ah, there's one. Is it just the one? Yeah, go on. Buzz off. And... yeah, I see you. It said things. So I thought there were going to be multiple. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Ah, there it is. Hello? Hello? Ah!
Made it. I hope to God the ship holds together.
It's not. It's not going to. Unless we actually get to go to the moons. I do get the feeling that the game is very close to being over, but maybe I'm wrong. Push. Right, do I need any oxygen? No. Nice desk. I like how everything's clamped down. Which makes sense. Is that the way back out? That is the way back out. Oh, it automatically closed behind us. That was why I got confused. I'm assuming we're going to have... What are they? They look like sleeping pods. Or showers. I assume we're going to have one final showdown with our Lord and Saviour Tentacle Beast. Or I suppose our Lord and Destroyer Tentacle Beast. Yeah, everything is strapped to the walls, as it would be.
Getting close. Just need a little more time. I never thought I'd be leaving Mars this way.
I don't think you're leaving Mars, mate. And... tentacles! No.
Nina, Josie, Declan. This one's for you. Everything needs to be green. This is it.
Everything needs to be green. Everything is green. Bonk.
Now, starting the countdown.
Blast off. Cutscene.
Cross your fingers.
Can't look around. Groans of G-force causing discomfort.
Clear up the atmosphere. Trajectory is set for orbit. What do we do next? Mom? Mom, are you there? Holy shit! What's happening?
This is everything you are. Just you alone. It's time, Shane.
Time for what?
Hush, my sweet boy. It's almost over.
No! This is wrong! You want to release those things!
They must be free, so that I can be freed. You destroyed the Gaia engine with your corrupted hands. Please, Shane, help me.
Hello, Moons.
I'm ready. Mars sucks.
Wait, what? Was that me selecting which of the two choices I could... That was not very clear. Huh? Problem. So is that us telling Mom to F off? Ooh. That choice was not particularly well put to us. I saw after I pressed the button that it said something about select radio item. Adrift?
Astronomers continue to be baffled by the sudden disappearance of the moons of Mars.
The font for this doesn't quite mesh.
NASA has called a press conference to address the speculation that a manned secret mission to Mars.
No, I want to listen to the radio broadcast. Quite interesting that we've still got some very rough impetus. Well, not impetus here. We've got the ability to look around. So we've saved Mars by blowing up its moons. I'm just not entirely sure what we've done there. It sounds like we destroyed the Dreamers. Are those rocks and things moving? Or were they all just suspended? I think it's frozen. But we've still got atmospheric dust and stuff. I don't know. Uncalm. Is it just me, or is the scrolling not massively smooth? I'm being nitpicky. I appreciate. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that ending. I feel like if you're going to offer us a binary choice, like at least make it more obvious that you are giving us a choice, rather than a last second realization that there may have been other options that you could take. You know, for all I despise about the ending of Mass Effect 3, at least it was really obvious which way you were going, choice-wise. But then I don't like binary choices anyway when it comes to video games. The world is very rarely a binary choice situation. But as a cheap indie, realistically, or at least low publishing budget title, low development budget title, that was an enjoyable experience. Obviously, I don't tend to give marks out of 10 or any kind of rating like that. But for what it cost and for what it was enjoyable. It made me think a few times. The story was compelling, if not necessarily well told at times. It kept me guessing as we went through as to the nature of Shane's situation. I'm sure I mentioned several times that I thought the rest of his crew might already be dead, and he's talking to himself, or he's talking to his memories of them during his hallucinations. But that's the good stuff about psychological and cosmic horror. It keeps you guessing. You're not entirely sure what's real, what's not. And for me, the game did a fairly effective job of getting that across. Was it perfect? No. Not in any way, shape or form. But I don't think it is possible to do Lovecraft particularly well. Cosmic horror as soon as you commit it to a medium that is both interactive and visual and auditory in nature, you are already removing several of the layers of what makes a good cosmic horror story, written story, good. Because your imagination is the best tool that any of us have got for creating horror. As soon as you actually nail down what something looks like on the screen, there's no or very little room for interpretation. But if you've just got some vague words on a page, your mind can fill in the blanks. And that is why that kind of stuff is so effective. This was... yeah, it was a good attempt. I wouldn't say it was quite as good as Call of Cthulhu, which I played for the channel some point within the last 12 months, I think it is. But it was a good attempt, and I liked the fact that it was on space. I did like the puzzle elements, even if they were a bit simplistic. I would have liked a little bit more gameplay. You know, I don't mind walking simulators as long as they tell a really, really compelling story. I would not say that this was a really compelling story, but it was compelling enough for me to want to see it through to the end, albeit belatedly. Yeah, all in all, it was decent. Now, where does this put us back? So it puts us back here, so we can actually... I wonder if we could just wait.
What do I need to do?
It is done. They are free.
So we have the wait option.
What's happening?
Ooh! Mama's boy!
Do this! Stop!
Oh, Shane, this is not the end. There is no end. There is no escape.
Yay! Suffocating to death! Credits over black this time? No? We're still here.
Astronomers continue to be baffled by the sudden disappearance of the moons of Mars.
But everything's gone all bibbly.
NASA has called a press conference to address the speculation that a manned secret mission to Mars...
What, can they not see the thing in the sky? I suppose Orochi would have covered it up. Although, to be honest, anybody with a tentacle, I was going to say, anybody with a telescope would be able to see that, especially because it's glowing. Huh. So we do have a binary choice ending. I've missed an achievement. What achievement have I missed? Zapper. Only 12% of people got that one. In fact, it is the lowest. So I'm assuming, well, it's missable, clearly. That's a bit annoying. I don't like missable achievements in a so narrative-focused game. Yeah, I find it interesting that we're back in this wibbly space for the credits. I thought it would have just done it over black. Because it kind of undercuts the madness and the suffocation or whatever was happening to him. Unless we're supposed to just be dead here. But if that's the case, why are we able to move our viewpoints? It kind of undercuts what you were going for. But it's cool visually, at least. I do like the fact that you've got, like, I'm assuming that's the sun and Earth. Although it looks really weird perspective-wise. Because obviously it looks like Earth is further away, when actually it's just the fact that the sun is massive. There's also something shining bright up in the top right-hand corner as well. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is over there either. So, there we go. That was Moons of Madness. The two possible endings. At least I'm assuming they're the two possible endings. I don't think Zappa is the third ending. It is a choice. We either launch a payload to blow up the moons, or we don't launch the payload and let the moons crack like an egg, releasing a giant filth leviathan thing. Or two of them, really, aren't there? Obviously, there's no payoff in the sense that we don't know what any of this will mean. This is the end of the experience. Yeah, even having seen the second ending, I stand by my previous assessment. It's not a terribly told game, but I assume just because of the story they wanted to tell, the limited resources they got for development, budgets, and so on and so forth. It was linear. It was told okay. You know, it's a very straightforward and kind of simple story, realistically. I felt it was scarier toward the start. There were more horror elements towards the start. Whereas the latter third or half of the game, all of Chapter 3 certainly, it was going for a more cerebral thinking. But without the choice, without the ability to make decisions, it was very much an on-rails experience. And don't get me wrong, it was a decent experience. But cosmic horror, you want more options. You want more freedom to really react in a way that makes more sense. And this is something that I thought Call of Cthulhu did a good job of. There were multiple ways that you could deal with many of the things in that game. Multiple choices. Obviously, that had a much bigger budget and a bigger team behind it. So this did a decent job with what it had. And I think that is going to be it. Don't think there's going to be anything after these credits. I'm assuming it's going to just take us back to the title screen. Wibble. Yes. So, there we go, folks. The Moons of Madness. A decent cosmic horror experience with some puzzle elements, with very little in the way of choices to really differentiate your experience. I cannot see that it's an experience that you would want to play multiple times because it is so linear. And having the option of, just replaying the ending as we did. Bit annoyed about that one achievement that we missed. I'll go and look up what exactly we have to do for that, and I'll stick that up in the corner of the screen here so that you don't have to, if you do end up playing it, though why you would after you've just watched me play the entirety of the game. But if you do want to try it for yourself, pick it up when it's on sale. It's not expensive anyway. But was it worth the money for me? How long did we play? 8 hours. 8 hours isn't a terrible length of a game for the 15, 16 quid that I paid for it. That's not bad value for money. But it's not a game with replay value. The only reason I'd play it again is to try and wrap my head around some of the I don't want to say the more confusing aspects of the story, because realistically they weren't that confusing. It's just that there'd been such a break in between my play sessions. But there we are, folks. Moons of Madness from Funcom. A decent, if not overly long, doesn't outstay its welcome, budget Lovecraftian horror game. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the Moons of Madness series. If you have, please leave a like down below. If you have played the game and you found my playthrough after you finished yours, please leave a comment below. What did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was good value for money? Or are you kind of middling on the fence? A little bit like I am. If I had to give it a score out of 10, or maybe out of 5 stars, 3 stars out of 5, maybe 6 out of 10, 60%-ish, something like that. It was enjoyable, so I'm not going to give it kind of a middling score. It wasn't bad, so I'm not going to give it a low score. But it certainly didn't reach the heights of storytelling, which as a story-focused individual didn't quite get there, but it had some good ideas, and I hope it did well enough for other developers to say, yeah, we could try creating something like this. But if you do, guys, more gameplay elements, please. Give us more to do rather than just linear, and hold off a little bit more on what's there, what you can see. Just give us glimpses. Make it obscure. Because the more realism you try and put in, and the more you show of something, the more it detracts from the experience. Until next time, folks, catch you all on the other side of the moons. Ta-ta. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.